Well, the first thing I asked Roy Cooper was if he had to pick one accomplishment, one thing he'd most like to be remembered for, what would that be? He told me after years of trying, he's most proud that North Carolina finally expanded Medicaid coverage.
I'm standing in the enrollment center in Charlotte. I'm able to present Penny with her new health insurance card, really the first health insurance she's had as an adult. Tears in her eyes, and I'll admit a tear in mine as well. We now have almost 600,000 people who've been able to get health insurance because we were able to get Medicaid expansion done. It will affect the health of North Carolina for decades to come.
In a one-on-one interview at the governor's mansion in Raleigh, Roy Cooper told me his biggest regret was not being able to do more for public education, that he's concerned about the private school voucher program and wishes he had fought harder against it from the beginning. We also discussed last month's election. Why did Kamala Harris lose? Whose fault was that within the Democratic Party? And what's the path forward for the Democratic Party?
I think people wanted change, and people viewed her as the incumbent, and it wasn't to be. But I'll tell you, we elected a strong set of leaders in North Carolina statewide with Governor Stein and a number of other leaders, broke the supermajority in the state legislature. I hope there's more balance because we all need to work to find common ground here.
The start of Josh Stein's term as governor will mark the end of an era for Cooper. He has held elected office in North Carolina for the last 37 years, starting in the state legislature in 1987.
I think I'm looking forward to some time to think about what I want to do in the future. I hadn't driven in 8 years, so I'm not sure my wife is all that excited about me getting behind the wheel of a car again, but I'm looking forward to that and being by myself some and thinking about what I can do next, hopefully to continue making a difference in our state, in our country, and I'll figure it out.
Much more from the governor. I asked him whether he's run his last race, how he thinks Josh Stein will be different from him as governor, and his response to the people who blame him for slow recovery in western North Carolina. That's ahead on WXII 12 News at 5.